to the house party! Now, unfortunately, that mystery guest still hasn't turned up. So, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's go down to the dungeon and meet the parents and the kids. Wait till I get you home. He's bound to turn up then. And welcome for the first time this series to the dungeon. Now here we have both Major Clanger and Mother Clanger. Let's have a little bit of information about Mother Clanger first of all. She likes black and white romantic films and keeps videos of them. If she can find any, that is. Major Clanger, on the other hand, likes sport. And Mother Clanger dislikes Major Clanger watching the sport. They have seen very little telly and are not at all familiar with my house party. We had a lovely conversation, me and Tiny Clanger, and we're playing for a Tuka wall clock first of all. And the thing what started it all off was, how did Mum and Dad first meet? Now, did she say it was momentous? It was Rolls meets Royce, Laurel meets Hardy, Henry meets Hound? Did she say he snapped his finger for a waitress and along came the first one he married? Or did she say it was love at first sight? She said C, it was love at first sight. It was love at first sight, I think. Oh, and how do you know that? Well, I know that because there's nothing more important to me than my mum and dad. And with that, we move on swiftly to a pair of candlesticks. Now, I asked her, what worries you? Now, did she say, what's the trouble with worrying? Pack 'em all away in a kit bag, that's what I say. Or did she say, everything worries me? Or did she say something else entirely? Something else, we think. I think everything worries me, because, I see a lot of it on the news, terrible things happening, and, yeah, it worries me. A lot. We now move on to something which I think will suit your musical taste. A real ghetto blaster. We got onto the subject of Michael Jackson and his many facial refinements. And I asked her, why would anybody want to change their nose? Now, did she say, hold that thought, Elephant Man? Or did she say, well, sometimes it helps a person to breathe more easily? Or did she say, well, not everyone's got cute noses like you and I do, Henry? We think number 3. Because some noses go like this, some noses go like this, some noses go like this, and some noses go like this. And, what do you think I ought to do to my nose? Flatten it a little? I suppose there's quite a few people who'd like to do that, actually. Don't worry, it's nearly over. We're now playing for the local busybody gnome. And I asked her, what do you think is the best thing? Now, did she say seamless guttering, EastEnders, my family, or something else entirely? Us, her family. I think my family is very important to me. And why do you think that? Because when I watch movies and the news, it makes me think about all those sad people on the streets. How sad they must have been to have been thrown out like onto the streets by an unwelcome family. It makes me feel so sorry for them, but at the same time it makes me feel a bit happy because I know I have a loving and caring family. Ladies and gentlemen, Tiny Clanger! Now, when we got onto the subject of toys, what was it you said that you wanted? A Nintendo Switch, please, Henry. And the Nintendo Switch is yours, but on one condition. And I have 3 conditions in these envelopes here. You can pick any one of these conditions, and you will still get your Nintendo Switch. Now, I have put in 1, I must go to bed an hour early and wake up half an hour early and make tea for everyone. In the second envelope, I've put, Mum and Dad must buy me a big box of chocolates. And in the third one, I've put, I must practice my piano 1 hour every day for a fortnight. And I don't mean the game. You told him, didn't you? So which one are you going to go for? We'll pick this one. I hope it's the second one. I must go to bed an hour early and wake up half an hour early to make tea for everyone. Oh no! Well, Nintendo Switch is still yours, but that's the condition you're going to be stuck with, I'm afraid. But for now, come with me back upstairs! Ow. I knew all that running someday was going to end up in me tripping. I think I need to see a doctor. Just a minute. What's that sound? And you are? I am known to most people as the Doctor. Well, I don't watch GMTV, unfortunately. Oh, no. I'm the Doctor. I travel round space and time in my TARDIS. I've seen you in the year 2030, I believe. Ooh, really? Am I doing serious shows then? I said I travel through space and time. I don't visit Fantasyland. Wait a minute. You're the Doctor! Of course you are. Now, when they said he was thick, I thought they were talking about his waist. And I believe you're here to tell us about your new adventure, Dimensions in Time. Yep. It's got me in it, as well as Osh, as well as Tut and Rockster, as well as a new companion. You want to watch? Sure. And I think this lot can watch as well. And remember, you lot can influence the outcome. Look at them, Syrian. Pickled in time. Like a bag of crisps. Did I say that right? Mistress Rani, the time tunnel, is ready to receive its first guests. Proceed, you spawn of Satan. fated to wander a dismal corner of the universe, helpless, paralysed. It'll drive him insane! Mayday, 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 mayday. This is an important message for all of mankind. It is vitally important that you listen carefully to me for once. Your whole existence is being threatened by a renegade time known only as Baran. She hates me, and she even hates children. Two of my companions have already been snared in her vicious trap, the skeleton and the toucan. She wants to pull us all out of action, lock us away in the dreary backwater of London's East End, trapped in a time of perpetuity. Her evil is all around us. I can hear the heartbeat of the killer. She's out there somewhere. You must be on your guard, and you must stop her before she destroys all of us. Good luck! A Cyberman from the planet Mondas. Yup. And a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey. Also yup. Just one more specimen is needed. An Earthling. Your menagerie is almost complete, mistress. Time is literally of the essence. That otter and his remaining companion are teetering on the edge of a precipice. You're obsessed, mistress. Don't forget what we've come here for. Earthlings pose no threat to my technology, you imbecile! It's that otter I want out of the way! Oh! Interception in 5 seconds, Rani. Although I will miss the challenge. 3, 2, 1. Activate! Hard to be in China again, now that November's here. When was the last time you had that junk heaping for an MOT, Doc? Don't be cynical, Vicky. It's just that the instruments are a little bit erratic, that's all. And are you sure this is the Great Wall of China? Because it looks more like the Cutty Sark to me. And no soul in sight. What's this? 1973? I didn't set the coordinates for 1973. Oi! Is anybody there? If I didn't know better, Vicky, I could be convinced that someone has taken us deliberately off course. Vicky, where are you going? Doc, what just happened? We seem to have slipped a groove in time, Vicky. Where have all these people come from? And where are we? Hey, Doc! Look at this! What is it? Alright, me darlings? Special discount for you as it's nearly Christmas. Oh, wicked! Hey, what do you mean discount? This year's been bad enough about you giving things away. Now don't you worry about it, Mum, alright? Do you like that? I like what you're wearing. It clashes. Yeah, I tell you, they're gonna be all the rage in 1994. What's happening, Doc? change, my dear. You, me, everything. It's as if someone is routing through my personal time stream. But what on earth for? Earth. Yes. Excuse me, but, what year is this? Oh, you! Come back here! He's just nicked an orange! I'd better go and follow the dog. Well, shouldn't your Martin be running the stall? He's never here when you want him. Wish my Arthur was still alive. Oi, you! Stop messing about. Do you want to buy something or not? Well, considering the quality of everything that you have, madam, I'd say that your prices are rather expensive. I see flares are back in fashion, Doc. Yeah, anything from the last century seems to be making a comeback. I just wish my looks were. Last century? What year is this, madam? Oh, don't you stop. There's enough oddballs around here as it is. Madam, what year is this? 2013. Of course I can remember where I was when President Kennedy was assassinated, but don't tell Arthur. How long ago was that then? Well, it'll be about a couple of days. Ian, will you behave? Have you figured out what's going on yet, Doc? Well, I think I'm being pulled backwards through time, and you, Vicky, are being drawn backwards with me. But why me? Rockster? Tut? Where are the others, Doc? Don't ask. Someone knows my affinity with this planet, and is trying to separate me from the TARDIS. And this inrush of time zones is designed to seal you and me together. Okay, this time-jumping malarkey is starting to drive me a bit nuts. Now can you tell me what's happening? I can now that I've got all the pieces together. What we're seeing here, Vicky, is the work of a genius, an expert in time distortion, a fellow time traveller, maybe. Well, then we'd better get back to the targets, hadn't we? And where is it? It's on the other side of the river, unfortunately. You know, Vicky, I think we're jumping around some sort of 10-year time loop. 1963, 1973, 1983, 1993, 2003, and 2013. And time distortion of this nature requires an exact, localised focus. Then, why this street market in London? The East End, to be precise. This isn't the focus, Vicky. I think we need to have a little look around. Come on. Those blundering fools! They're getting too near the truth! You! Release the specimens! Whoa! What is this? Feeding time at the zoo? And the companions went in 2 by 2. This isn't Noah's Ark, Doc. Maybe it is. Vicky, when I say run, run. Run! This way! Ah! Look! You've got to clear the streets, you're in terrible danger! What's your game? Look! You've got to get away from here! Yeah, who says? Don't start shoving me about for no reason. It's no good, Vicky. They're in different time zones. To them, we are the strangers. Have you any idea where we're going, Doc? Where's the TARDIS? 20 years back and 3 miles away. Come on! Wait a minute. You can't escape, Otter! Say goodbye, Oshawott. You're going on a long journey. A very long journey. Wow, to be continued indeed. And you can see the next part of Dimensions in Time at the same time next week on my house party. And this is where you can influence the outcome. Here comes the voting screen. If you would like Mandy to help the Doctor and Vicky out of their little predicament, then the number to type in on your keyboard is 0891 114455. But if you think it should be big wrong, then the number is 0891 114466. Cast your votes now! And now, could the house party be coming to you? Yes, this is HTV! I'll be needing you for this next guide to Oshawott. Now, over the summer, while I've been away, I've noticed that there's been a few copycats who have been copying my HTV idea. Of course, we can't have copycats, can we? I will get my own back on them someday, don't you worry. But for now, we go and meet this week's star of HTV Go! Hello, Police Sergeant Teddington. Hello, this is Scratchy Bottom calling you. Just a minute. Did you tell my friends and family about this? Alright, which one of you told him? Own up. Just come back to the telly a bit. Hello. So what are you doing on my telly on Saturday night? More to the point, what are you doing at the pub in your uniform? Well, it was a meeting until you showed up. What do you want with me? You not got any pictures, have you? No. This is something far, far worse. I was told by your wife that you have a dress that you would not like anyone to see. And if they did see it, you would die of embarrassment. Unfortunately, that also goes against my principles, so I am going to show you the dress. Live on national telly. And here it is. Ah! How did you get a hold of that? Nobody's supposed to know that. Well, I didn't know you were a cross-dresser. When I put my uniform back to front first thing in the morning, I'm not just cross, I'm a furious dresser. But it was fun talking to you, Henry, even if it was for a brief bit, and I might get fired from me job now. Toodles. Unfortunately, the cameras did not get Steve Nowles, this week. But rest assured, I will get him. After the break, we'll be seeing the recipient of TV's most prestigious award, the Gotcha. Don't go away now.